It's the start of a new year, and business leaders across the world are setting goals for the coming year. Some of them will succeed, and some of them won't. What if there were a few common mistakes that you could avoid that would increase your chance of crushing your goals this year? Here are 5 mistakes that undermine your business goals and how to fix them. Mistake number 1, setting the wrong goals. Let's start at the very beginning. The first mistake you could make is setting a bad goal in the first place. But what makes a goal bad? A bad goal doesn't necessarily mean that your intentions are wrong. It might just mean that your goal is vague, unrealistic, or arbitrary instead of meaningful. Here's the fix. Number 1, make your goals clear. Make sure you're crystal clear on what you want when you set your goal. Instead of making your goal sell more websites, make it raise the average conversion rate in sales meetings from 50% to 65% by May 1st. This gives you something really clear to actually measure and make progress on. Number 2, make your goals realistic. You can set ambitious goals, but you still need to be realistic. When you're setting a big goal, take the time to think through the sacrifices you'll need to make in order to hit that goal. Spending the time and energy to reach a goal will require you spend less time and energy on something else. Figure out what that is and count the cost ahead of time. 3, make your goals meaningful. When possible, link your goal to a meaningful outcome that you want to experience. Instead of setting an arbitrary number as a sales goal, figure out why you want to make more sales. For example, if you want to make more sales so that you can give your team a 5% raise, calculate the number of sales you would need in order to make that happen, and then make that number your goal. Mistake number 2, forgetting your goals. It happens to the best of us. You think about what you want to accomplish, you dream about the results and how you could get there, but somehow all those thoughts never materialize into consistent action. And sometimes you forget about your goals altogether. Were we raising sales from 50 to 60% or was it 65%? Oh man, was I losing weight or was I trying to gain weight? The fix. 1, write your goals down. Here's the good news. According to a study at Dominican University in California, putting your goals in writing increases your likelihood of success by 42%. Take the time to write down the goals you want to achieve. It's worth it. Number 2, make your goals impossible to ignore. Post your written goals where you'll automatically see them every day. You could put your new morning routine on your bathroom mirror and your business goals on the wall next to your desk. Or you could write them on the cover of your notebook or on the desktop wallpaper of your computer. Oh man, get a drink here. Oh, what's this? My goals. At Knapsack, we set team goals every month and write them on this big chalkboard. This hangs in our office space. You can see our team goals up here, and then we've got our personal goals down here. If you want to create a goal board like this, just Google Knapsack goal board and read my blog post about how to create it. Oh, this thing is huge. Mistake number 3, underplanning. It's easy to put your goals in writing, but as you may have heard, a goal without a plan is just a wish. If you don't have a solid plan to accomplish your goal, you'll have a lot less clarity and a lot more friction when it comes to working on your goal. Here's the fix. Number 1, block out time on your calendar. If your goal requires a one-time effort, block out a large chunk of time on your calendar to accomplish it. Maybe you could even block out a stretch of several days for your goal and knock it all out in one big push. But if it requires ongoing effort, create a recurring calendar event. And make sure to block out more time than you think you'll need in case things don't go according to plan. Dear Bernice, I can't make it to Bridge this Wednesday night. Sorry, Bill, can't come to bowling either. Looks like I'm gonna have to wash my hair another week. Number 2, choose your location and tools. For certain goals, knowing where you will do the work and what tools you'll need is very useful. If you're creating an email campaign, decide whether you want to do the work from home, at your desk, or from a coffee shop. Do you want to map it out on a whiteboard, type it up on a computer, or write out a plan in your notebook first? Picking the place and the tools beforehand makes it easier to get started. 3, make a backup plan. Identify possible things that could throw you off along the way and come up with a backup plan ahead of time. For example, think about what you would do if one of these things happened. Let's say you discover that your original goal is unrealistic, it's going to take longer than you thought, or maybe you miss a day. Do you make it up? Do you start the next day? Figure these things out ahead of time and it will be easier to stay on track with your goals. Mistake number 4, doing it alone. When you're the only one that knows about your goal, you're missing out on the hugely impactful benefits of accountability and positive peer pressure. If you hit a roadblock or get discouraged, it's much easier to give up when you're on your own. Here's the fix. Number 1, get your friends or team involved. Just like writing it down, speaking it out loud helps you commit and increases your chances of success. Have a regular check-in time, it could be daily or weekly, where you and your accountability partner text each other or call each other to see how you're doing. Oh yeah, I did pretty good on my eating goal this week. Yeah, no, I only had 17 donuts. According to the American Society of Training and Development, scheduling a regular accountability check-in time can increase your chances of success by 95%. Number 2, join a productivity community. One really great solution to this is to join an online community like Motivated Mornings. The founders are friends of mine and I'm a huge fan of what they're doing. Essentially, it's a community of productivity-minded creators. They meet at the same time every morning over video chat for about 10 minutes. Right after that, they have 2 hours of virtual co-working time so everyone can focus on accomplishing their most important goals. Their service combines the principles of accountability and time blocking to help you actually get the important work done. If you're curious about it, check out the link below and try their free trial. Mistake number 5, quitting instead of adapting. I can guarantee you that at some point something will go wrong with your plans, probably even your backup plans, but it's impossible to predict every possible thing that could go wrong. How do we plan for bumps in the road that we can't predict? Hello? I'm still recording in here. Here's the fix. Schedule time to reevaluate. Schedule time to reevaluate your plans and goals. When you set your goal and block off time on your calendar, also schedule a time in the future, maybe once a month, to check in on each goal and see what's working and what isn't working. That way, as you learn more, you can adjust and adapt your plans instead of giving up. Hope that was helpful. I believe you've got this. If you do these 5 things, I think it's really gonna help you this year. Number 1, choose the right goals. Number 2, write your goals in a visible place. Number 3, create a solid plan. Number 4, be accountable to others. And number 5, adjust your plans instead of quitting. I'd love to know what helps you achieve your goals. Drop your ideas and tips in the comments below, and I'll talk with you soon. All right, I think that's enough weird B-roll.